You don't know.
Just because it's a winter fruit in Florida doesn't mean it's one in the game.
I know that, at least in some of the Harvest Moon games, you'd only ever have like 1 or 2 winter crops, if any.
Right. I guess we could always cheat and look ahead at Shara's store and see what the options are.
What was I doing again?
What were we doing again? Okay, let's see. The crop festival was yesterday.
Yes, and you won.
We won it with a cucumber, I believe.
Yes.
We have 2 days left of summer, and I have the autumn background ready. Guess let's tend to the crops first. 44 grand. When did that happen?
That's a good question. Probably make use of that.
Right. Also, probably should have. I've been playing a little bit of Rune Factory 2, and there may be some issues as I readapt to how things are actually move at a reasonable pace in this game as opposed to that game. And the idea was to have something to talk about, in case things started getting slow, and kind of compare the games and everything. Like for example, I find myself holding down the L button to bring it up, whereas you just have to tap it for the menu in this one.
Yes.
Yeah, quite the advancement. Let's see, it's like this. Hey, Keen.
Hey, Keen.
Well, I think the only advance that the Rune Factory 2 has so far is it'll tell you exactly how many tiles of water you have left instead of a little gauge like this one has. Like for example, I managed to not actually water any of my actual crops with that one.
You did. Just that since all of them already picked, it doesn't look that one.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. See how there are now. Let's do this number. Like if we go right about here, I think I see it. Huh? Maybe you were right.
Yep.
No, I got some of them, but it's probably just the stuff I didn't get last time. Yeah, I guess. Okay, I guess you're probably right. What was the? It was the center cucumber that was the one that had the high level on it, I believe. Yeah, that was level 4. So we want it. Right. So we want the seeds on that one. We have not yet cashed those in.
Oh, it's shiny.
Ooh, yeah, level 4. Okay. I managed to waste a lot of rune points on watering, so that was welcome. We're going to have a bunch more seeds in the... even better. A bunch more seeds in the bin for next time. Oh, those are level 4 as well. Happy with that. Let's see. I don't think those eggplants are going to turn out. Corn. Gentlemen, behold it. Should I... Let's see. Corn is at level 2. We already have better or at least even seeds in there. Okay, and then we have the tomatoes. Okay. I think... Oh, and more tomatoes. Almost missed those, yeah. Okay. I think this should be about it.
P-Bug asks, is there a reason why Wayne never clears your land of all the grass and rocks and other garbage? Consider that question seconded, Mr. Wayne. Why do you never clean all of the rocks and grass and garbage?
Because I'm terrible and love to inflict misery on chat. No, it's...
You heard that straight from the horse's mouth.
No, it's... Oh, that's level 4. Guess I need to sell that one. And I might as well sell both of them. I'll put those away. It's basically that I only clear out before I need to... Like, I'll be clearing out a bunch of it tonight because we'll have the... Or tomorrow night, because we'll have the fall crops moving in. But, yeah, that's all. There's no reason for me to, basically, so I haven't. See, there's level 3. So I might as well sell those as well. Yeah, I'll sell those as well. I'll have some level 3, and then the rest will be level 4 crops. Okay, we got cucumbers. So we can make a bunch of food with this stuff, basically. Tomatoes. Yeah, so go sell a bunch of stuff. Also, let's also sell the stuff the monsters can give us. And by sell, I mean craft with some of this stuff. Also, the fact that even if the monsters get out, escape, you still count as petting them with the brush. So and those are the only 4 I have right now, right? How do we check that? We check it with this.
That's the
turnip room.
But
I do have other rooms. Okay, we're gonna have to come up with new names for these rooms.
Well,
guys.
the only problem with that is if you notice when you go back, there's actually the correct design on the door.
Right. Well, even still. Sit still. Okay.
I can't imagine brushing actually working that well against them. But what do I know about chickens?
Indeed. Okay, so yeah, we'll be cleaning this stuff out later. Everything later, always later.
Always later.
Okay.
We're going to sell some tomato seeds.
Yes. Pretty much all the seeds.
Don't forget to shear your woolly.
Oh, yeah. So that would be here. The system is so much better than Rune Factory 2's. Okay. Excellent. So, let's do... Yeah. I forgot the seeds are in the tool section here. Lurks with a classy joke of what to do with chickens. Oh man, the outrage in the religious community we were in as kids for the Beavis and Butthead show. I just
Although I will admit that the only real experience that I had with it was when growing up, like, Wayne knows a bit more about it because, my part of it I didn't actually get to experience a whole lot.
Right.
But one kid in, I think it was middle school, no, it was late elementary school, I think in 5th or 6th grade, actually said that I reminded him of one of the characters. And of course, he just said, hey, you remind me a lot of Butthead. And I was like, thanks. And finally he kind of tried to explain a little bit. And I could tell as time went on that he was starting to regret having ever said that. Not because I was judging him or anything, but just because I very clearly had no idea what he was talking about. And, and he had expected me to.
Right.
So that is my sole experience with the thing, on a personal level.
Well, we can make higher level cornflakes.
Indeed.
Actually, well, if we had more pieces of corn, we could. But I think we only have the one ear. With extra milk, we can only make the one thing of cornflakes.
I think the big thing is the corn, not the milk.
Right. Let's see. And sashimi. Good variety of stuff there. And pickles. All of the pickles, I'm thinking. Ice cream. Oh, we could make some more ice cream. Yeah, well, we've got the milk for it. You make ice cream with your hands. Huh. And the same thing, so why not?
That's one thing that you actually can't really... I guess if they're assuming the freezing process is something that happens on its own.
Right.
Otherwise, you actually kind of do. Mm-hmm. And you certainly don't put it in a blender, and you don't put it on skillets. So.
Yeah, I guess our process of elimination,
It does seem to be the closest fit. You don't chop it up or anything. So.
And Keen points out, good old hand-churned milk,
yeah,
too.
Exactly.
I'm always going to remember the Amish Paradise music video.
Oh, yeah.
Where the churn in lots of butter line. I'm guessing the higher level you get with this stuff, the fewer rune points things take.
That should be the case, yeah.
It seems like we're able to crank out lots of pickles only using about 35 rune points a pop now. Or no, it used to be 50 or 60.
Whereas you also have more rune points to work with. So.
Very true. I feel kind of like one of these Strider or Ranger classes in Dragon's Dogma, having more stamina than HP. Yeah, I don't actually have the rune points to make wool out of that right now, so we'll just stop there. It's level 6 ice cream. Let's do level 5s. So in the interest of stacking, let's sell that. It would clearly be nice and melted by the time that Karina gets to it. And it serves her right. Juice sold for quite a bit too, I believe. And yeah, six of those. Let's keep the ones that we have more of, and sell the higher level ones. All right. So did I have an outstanding request? Let's see. Doesn't look like I did. Okay. All right, everybody. It looks like we have some contestants here. We can help out Colette, Karina, which sounds pretty urgent, but knowing her, probably not. Pia, Sakuya, and Daria. And now that we have eggs, we could actually follow up on Marion and Marjorie's request too.
Oh, yeah.
So keep that in mind. I don't think we actually have the recipe for omelets yet, but
it shouldn't be too difficult.
So we'll vote for Sakuya. And what else do we... I guess while we're waiting for that, I will follow up on... I guess let's go hop in the bath and get our room points back.
Probably a good idea.
What is she carrying?
Bananas?
Is it greenifier? Oh, so can you sell the seeds or the produce for them? Huh.
Good question. We need to do science to it.
Learn to make a darn omelet already. All right, P-Bug. We'll see if Blaze can teach us the secret of how to put an egg in a pan.
Hey, you have to whip it before you put it in the pan. Otherwise, you come up with fried eggs.
Okay, so we'll do one medicine, and then the rest in cooking.
Keen says, +1 for Ninja Mom and Daughter of Ninja Mom, always and forever.
Yeah,
Of course, I have to sniff a bit haughtily and say, making omelets, fine, whatever. But can you make a frittata? That is the question.
And that one counted for 2, so I'm gonna get one more cooking bread, and then grab some accessory breads instead.
Yeah, because we know farming bread you don't have a high enough score to do anything.
Right. It does remind me that next time we take Shara out, we need to make her a new watering can.
Yeah, that's exactly it, P-Bug. Eat bread to learn how to fold an egg over.
Right.
That reminds me that we had watched a Julia Childs thing, and basically the entire idea is put a lot of butter on the pan, then cook the egg, fold it over, and you're done.
Oh, there we go.
There we are.
Blaze taught us the great secrets of omelet. All right, so knowing how to make the darn omelet, does that change anybody's
chocolate cookie?
Does that change anybody's vote to Marjorie and Marion, or are we still going with Ninja Mom and Daughter of Ninja Mom? I will let you change your vote
Flounder sashimi
before I lock it in.
A leather belt. To be fair, I don't know how to make a leather belt myself, so.
East to west. All right. Oh, and
so basically we're saying that Sakuya is the Silk Road.
And somebody had a request to get Sherman something. So see if we can invite him, which we can't yet. Okay.
Yeah.
That was quite the
wine.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, person without a portrait. You don't care.
You don't
You
matter.
don't matter.
The pinnacle of egg technology.
Yeah, once we figured out omelet, there's nowhere we can go from there.
So still squid. As soon as the game gets to repeating dialogue, it just makes me feel so disappointed inside. I guess it's the power of inflation too, because baths only cost 100 in Red Factory 2. Looks like we cut somebody else cut off somebody in line. But that's Carlos. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Check out the sun, dude. Hello.
Oh, what does he use? Probably a fishing rod.
I would imagine.
Leave it to me, bro.
Leave it to me, bro. Wonderful. Was this one right? Yeah.
Water spear.
Spears. Okay.
Huh.
I guess he's a spearfisher. He's also fairly high level and actually has some stats.
I guess that makes sense. casting the line and whatnot, that's all well and good. But, I could totally imagine him being the person to, from the heart of hell, stab at a whale.
Right. Let's see. Bye. And she's not really selling anything useful.
From east to west, this is the best we've got.
Okay. And
it would be kind of interesting if they actually kind of kept track of how much money you spent in a store. They can't get higher level stuff until they actually have the cash for it.
Interesting.
But you were saying?
Well, oh, that's smart read. I got a tip that UA from In Factory 2 can appear in the upper floor of the inn sometimes. But she won't appear as a character or anything. Okay, but anyway, it was I see.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
Date and come get it. I think I already know what the chat wants on that one. So,
if you want to come and get it. Nah.
And then right back to the inn with us. Buy something. Well, we're here for you. I like the blush mark there. Micah thought it was an actual date. Okay, what do we tell her? Whenever we're in a quest, we don't get a redo on it, so think carefully.
This could be important. What does Daughter of Ninja Mom want us to say here? Micah.
It's also one where you have to kind of read the question twice. It's like, were you expecting something else? Of course we were, or of course we're going along with her.
Right.
Of course. Of course. Aw. I'd say that went pretty well.
So the usual places.
So the usual, yeah, the places where there aren't any monsters to get your...
We might as well just call them the tourist spots.
Right. Who was it we took last time to get eaten by a duck? That was Sakuya, wasn't it? I think.
Wasn't that Carmen?
I don't think we took Carmen.
I thought... No, it was a raven.
A raven, yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
right.
it was Gaius who had took that.
Yeah.
I confused the overprotective guy. Not overprotective, but...
Hello.
You should all be trying to eat better. Yep.
Words of truth.
Yeah, always enjoy the time that you have. Okay. So it doesn't really matter which, so we'll go to one we don't hit too often.
Yeah. I like this one too.
Exactly, Lorax. Monica can eat better by not eating people that annoy her. Hey, let's be insensitive and ask the amnesiac if he knows why something is. Well, I guess we could if we got a closer look at it. Huh. Interesting. Oh, another choice
how
here.
How sad or how strong?
That's, yeah, kind of... Yeah, very... They're both very Japanese, yeah.
Vex says summer sucks.
Oh, I hear you, man. Also, it's been a while, man. Have you been? Besides the aforementioned suckitude of summertime.
That's great, because it's almost autumn. Wait.
Yeah, in the game, it's almost autumn. I'm personally leaning toward how sad. You know. Vex has been playing Overwatch.
Ah.
Gotcha. No. His might. Huh. Red in tooth and claw. Evening Valiant.
Mr. Sir, huh?
Yes, so one of us is a sir, one of us is the mister. We'll have to decide which one's which. oh yeah. Yeah, now some votes are coming in for strong, but Lorax was faster on the draw. It is a pretty swole ice sculpture. Oh, she does want us to hit all four. Okay.
Fair enough. Can you just teleport?
Well, the next one's just straight south from here.
Well, yeah, but I was just asking the question because I don't know.
Yes, yeah, the NPCs woke up. Whoa! Ah,
Too late.
man, Sakuya's treasure sense tingling. I feel kind of bad for letting her down. We'll have to get on the way back. I feel like we're looking at a completely different game in the background there.
So Sakuya is basically doing the Mami Shiba thing at you.
The what?
Mami Shiba? It's basically a series of little commercials in Japan where these little dog-like seeds will appear out of random things and say, "Hey, did you know?" And then they'll give a random factoid. Usually, it's in situations that are hilariously inappropriate. For example, there's one of them where a couple is clearly getting interested in each other, and the woman is about to eat a seed so that she's her breath is a little bit fresher. And the Mami Shiba appears out of it and said, "Hey, did you know there's tens of thousands of germs in the human mouth?" And both of them just freeze and they don't kiss afterwards.
Wonderful.
So yes.
Hey, Ven.
Yeah, Ven knows what I'm talking about.
Ven is a fan. Shiba. See, at first I thought you were talking about Grandma Ba, like the old.
No, nothing like that.
As much as I wanted to go with Plasmatic, I guess Lorax is an LCD guy, and we're gonna go with Pretty instead. It may be the light from something dying. Yeah, I would think with the lack of light pollution, you'd probably see shooting stars from anywhere, but...
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if there's so many trees and whatnot, that may block the view.
Oh, so that should let us off, but I have a feeling with the chat liking Sakuya, we'll follow up on this. There's a pumpkin. Oh, what? I guess as we kept it.
Give her the pumpkin. It's a date, remember?
What is her relationship points with her anyway? Sakuya, 6, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of the waifus are pretty close together.
Right. Oh, and she's using a sword.
It's to your left, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Jeez, lady. This makes the 4th girl we've taken to the flower patch, I think. Huh. Interesting expression on Sakuya there. Normally they kind of have the muted or duller eyes, kind of meaning something insidious, but I think she means like she's hiding her feelings, maybe.
Love never dries up, or either one is fine.
Interesting that doesn't let you just pick the other one.
Right.
Especially I don't know. I do have to say, like the whole thing, your love living forever, kind of cliche, but also romantic, obviously. Your love to never dry up. It seems like a very practical thing, like a Vulcan would say.
I guess, if you want to do the horrible tongue-in-cheek thing, it's like, if your love makes sure to moisturize, then... I don't think that's what she means.
Yeah, Sakuya, can only be together as long as you as long as you take care of your skin,
Whether east or west, as long as you get the good stuff. Lorax says it's always wet and soggy, so love never dries up.
And Valiant, I'm still representing Carmen, but yeah, I think I'm it. So If you're wondering about the hearts on them, I can go check. Interesting.
So Sakuya, when she gets in there, she commits.
Right.
Huh.
Well, you know, when ninja marry, they marry for life, I guess.
I guess. Then Carmen is a fisherwoman.
Yes, she's not fish waifu. That would be Pia.
Right.
She is fisher waifu. She's a point behind the others.
And sorry, Wayne, it's all's fair in love and waifu wars.
Oh, somebody house call on.
That guy again.
Oh, girl,
That
I think
girl?
for AoE, yeah. Defense.
I think I'm thrown off because I think Aioi, or however it was a male character in Rune Kenshin.
Ah, could be.
I want to say. Jacob. But you don't even exist.
Yeah. Huh. That's an interesting little conversation, I say in quotes.
Well, for Raven, it's quite a bit.
True. I still think one of my favorite lines is, I don't want to talk. Like, yeah, Michael walks up to her, I want to talk, I don't. That's that.
Yep. That says, aw, self-converting baby.
Jeez, I wonder who that could be.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, if you can deal with the town eccentric, it's a pretty great spot.
Oh, there's treasure here. Cheese bread?
Cheese bread.
Somebody left their picnic here and decided to just swipe it. Jerk.
If Daria was actually still here, that would have been a cool touch,
That would have been
but-
pretty amazing.
Right.
Yeah, I like the idea of, there's all these monsters running around and she doesn't care because rainbow!
Right. Oh, say hi to Mom.
Hello.
Always practical.
Ninja Mom is the best. Valiant says the list of choices is Sophia, Carmen, Raven, Sakuya, Karina, Pia, Marian, Daria, Shara, Karuna.
Look how Karuna's pretty much last for everybody. But yeah, keep that under your colorful Fisher hat, Valiant, because I'll be doing a poll before the next stream, I think. And I'm probably going to end up trying to get the top 3 to 10, prioritizing them, and then we'll go from there. I assume in any case it doesn't automatically marry Mike off as soon as he hits 10 with anybody. There's probably some event you have to do.
Yeah, I imagine there would be an actual event or request that you have to do to make it happen.
Right. Oh, one each of the... I'm guessing you probably only get the ones of the places you go to.
That would make sense.
I would assume. I like how her bark for walking up to you is, hey, you want a shot? Different styles of treatment. That's like...
Mine uses some foreign technique. My grandma's racist.
My joke was going to be that's like that's like a lumberjack and Jason having different methods of cutting things.
Right. And Valiant accidentally left out Colette and you guys didn't even notice. No, seriously, it's at this point, as much as I actually want to try Colette out, I honestly don't even consider her as an option because nobody ever seems to even have the slightest inkling.
Right. Yeah. There's basically nothing interesting for her.
I swear, there has to be something deep down in her dialogue tree that nobody ever gets because at the start she's all food all the time.
Right.
But
it is kind of rude to load up our box with scrap iron and whatever trash we've picked up, and then
in the rain, yeah.
and then make fun of Karina for being tired about carrying it.
Oh, Lorax would take Colette over Comrade. And Valiant actually dislikes Karina.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they go way too far on the start with her being, the red star of the, what were they called? Her race.
The Univere.
Univere, thank you. Yeah, the red star of the Univere. It's a little much.
I think that the store should still be open.
Which is a shame because I like the other two a lot, but...
Let's go and knock this one out. So I figured we could open up with a little bit of combat to get us back in the swing of things.
Good evening.
The lower end is more of a disinterest, right. We got monster problems, alright. The nerf of those fill-in-the-blank monsters. Well, we're about to... Hey, how does everybody feel about some good old-fashioned poaching? Alright, so let's take... I don't think any of the NPCs are going to be comfortable heading out at night yet. So we'll take one of our monsters out. And... It also reminds me that I've forgotten to buy a new lily pad, magic seed, since last time. Let's do... Yeah, good old Shady. Okay.
Not bringing any of your... Well, I guess, yeah, you don't really need to bring companions.
Well, it's past 7, so I don't think any of them
true,
will come
true.
anyway. All right. Oh, the forest is down this way. Oh, so they're heading back to the store, right? Yeah, bring the fire. I guess everybody went to the party at the inn that night. All right, so we are heading toward. Holy moly!
Sheesh. And suddenly we've got a chomped apple.
That's quite some damage he's dishing out. What are the stats on?
Pretty
him
quick
anyway?
attack, too.
Keep looking at the wrong one. So he's a friendship level 2, which bumps his stats, and then yeah. Oh, pretty cool. I guess because he's a dungeon ahead of the next highest one, probably gets a better return on his base stats.
I would think so, yeah.
All right, we'll take care of them first. So that's another thing Rune Factory 2 did better too. Yeah, a little bit more. And one of the very few things it did. You get a little more of a grace period for picking things up, or a grace as a range, I guess.
The treasured apples.
Oh, I still finding more treasure though. There's still an apple here. I can't get it though.
Oh, is it that cabbage?
Okay, so the apple. Yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it was highlighting the apple, but I think it meant the tree.
Right. And Shady don't mess around.
Right. Nice. Oh, and we have to send Shady home before we get a beetle, but I remember that P-Bug wanted a P-Bug, and
Oh yeah. You can ride the P-Bugs?
I think so.
Fascinating. And they do leave hard horns for you if you have them in your group.
I think their farming item is only going to be the insect skins.
I wanted to say something gives you horns.
Right. Oh, I have to wait for another elephant to spawn. Oh, that guy picked up mini shot as his feet. It looks like.
Don't forget that last item up there.
Yeah. Earth crystal. Okay. So there's quite a variety of enemies that are spawning here. Yeah, so you can definitely ride him then. Okay, that definitely settles that we have to get one. Jeez.
Spinning to win is definitely.
Right.
I'm really uncomfortable with you turning people into glue.
You're not upset about our, about our elephant, genocide? Oh, he killed the, oh no, there it is, okay. They killed the generator, but what's this? Oh, it's a light crystal. We can't get it up because we're full on stuff. How about... Oh, all those tomatoes we didn't use. That's right. That's right. Okay. And very good. I've never seen a light crystal before. Okay, we can't get that either.
Yeah,
Ah.
because you replaced the one tomato with the scrap iron.
Right. Oh yeah, right. I think we're there's stuff we didn't in the room points to make. Scrap iron is useless.
Yeah.
So. Have the scrap and love me. And I was going after the generator, I think. Yeah. Okay, we don't have room for that either. So the problem with this one is that the elephants just aren't going to.
It's probably going to be better just to pop in and pop out.
Yeah. Kill them if there are any.
Right.
That means we can just go through.
Although I thought there was there's more of a chance of one. There's one. I thought there was more of a chance of one in the southern area.
It said the eye was a
glue.
recommended spot. What's it?
More glue on top.
Oh yeah. I figured I'd try to prioritize stuff whenever I was done.
I was like, you don't know when it's going to be done.
True. I think I've killed 4 so far.
I thought it was only 3.
I'd like to be 3.
If that.
Well, I know it's at least 3. Okay. There we go. At least the spin to win does its business. Oh, hello.
Medicine bread.
Heavy spice.
Oh.
Cold medicine. I wouldn't combine those two. Jeez.
There you are.
Alright, then we have mixed herbs. And cheap cloth. And this is also a steamed cake. That's new too.
Huh.
All kinds of goodies just lying around here.
Right.
I may have to bail before finishing the job, unfortunately, but maybe not. That's 5. Okay,
Okay, so 2 more.
everything's still there. So we're just gonna have a whole mess of stuff before we're through. Oh, there was one there. Right.
So Valiant recently picked up Rune Factory 4 again in an attempt to actually unlock the new Game Plus-ish thing it has. What new Game Plus-ish thing is that?
That's another thing to sort through. Well, if there's only one, if we only have one thing, let's give it to.
You have more scrap iron.
Ah!
Well, that is something you need to kill, so.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
And then let's see if we can feed. There. Golly. So much junk. I mean, it's great, but okay.
Just kill the elephant, so.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't one there that time.
Well, that's what I'm saying, if there isn't one, you have to, run and respawn it.
There we go.
Because you want to get this done as quickly as possible.
Exactly. We're almost out of time.
If you've got 1 hour.
All right. Okay, with all this junk we've got here, let's see what we can sort through.
You can get rid of the pumpkin, you don't need that.
Yeah. Of course, it's worth 1,000 though. But then again, so
You
is
can
that
just
stuff.
pick another one.
Yeah.
But first I would drop the scrap iron that
Yeah.
you have.
Let's see. Yeah, drop the scrap iron. Eat this.
Yeah, this,
Okay, so stuff only lasts for so long. Gotcha.
So Keen says this might be a good time for Wayne to go through and sort out his inventory.
Yeah, I would say so. Okay.
You want the mixed herbs, I think.
Yeah. Nice. That heals for quite a bit. That's good to know.
And then if you have to run back to town and turn in the quest, I would do so immediately.
We can't. I just have time to go to bed. I'll turn that into wells first thing in the
Okay.
morning.
I'd still get rid of that scrap iron.
Yeah. Okay. Then I have to go to. Wait, what?
You go to your menu.
That's not letting me. There we go. That was That was kind of weird. Yeah, that was just a problem of me forgetting to get things in the morning. Okay. And then,
About the rare can, Valiant says.
so, teleport. Oh, I can't. Okay.
If you can't do it, it's easy to get.
And, oh!
Oh! Well, I guess you can try it anyway and see if it works.
It won't. It'll set me to the next day. I tried to have a 1 minute nap. Start the next day. Oh well.